Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Katie here, and today's video is going to be kind of a tutorial and a first impressions of the ABH Norvina palette here. Now this is volume 3, so I've never tried this palette out before. It's my first Norvina palette. Here's what it looks like on the inside. So I'm just going to be doing kind of like a first impressions / tutorial on this palette. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. So let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so I have already primed my eyes and everything, so they're all ready to go. So looking at this palette, I'm really not sure what I want to do. The greens are kind of speaking to me, so I may just do a greenish look today. I'm not really sure. I think that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I think I'm going to go into this shade first, which is A1. That's what their shade names are. They're like A1, B1. I've never seen a palette have names like that. It's kind of cool. That way it's not really complicated. So dipping in to, again, the shade over here. I really do like how big a mirror it comes with. Like, this thing is huge. I may just use this mirror. Anyways, so, like I said, this is my first time trying one of these Norvina palettes. I'm pretty excited. So, there is some kick up. But here we go. Actually, whoa. Let me zoom you guys in. I almost forgot. There. I think that's good enough. All right. Here we go. There's quite a bit on there. Oh, this is definitely looking more like yellow. I thought it was going to be kind of like a green yellow, but that's okay. I'm just using this as my transition shade. But dang, so far, pigmentation is there. Yeah, this shade is definitely more yellowy with like a hint of green. This is, like I said, this is very much out of my comfort zone, so I don't know what to think so far. I mean, actually, like the formulation, everything is good so far, blending out really well, very pigmented. But I don't know how I feel about it because it's not neutrals. And if you know me, I'm a neutral type of gal. But like I said, I really wanted to start challenging myself to come up with like colorful looks. Step out of my comfort zone. By the way, this look is not going to match my blue shirt at all, but I'm not trying to match my shirt. Just a heads up. It may look funny at the end, but that's okay. Yeah, this is really pigmented. I just kind of wish it was more like that green in the pan. I don't know, is it the same? I feel like it's more yellow, but maybe I don't know my colors. If you hear any background noise, my dog's in my room and he's snoring. I feel like I say that in every video, but just so you know, it's not me making weird noises. Alright, so first shade's on. Like I said, very pigmented, worked and blended out really well. So now I think I'm going to go into A4 over here, this kind of lighter green, kind of a more light green shade, not so much yellowy, and I'm just going to pack that on what I just did. Like I said, the greens were kind of speaking to me when I opened this palette, so far, I'm pretty impressed with the pigmentation. I mean, it's pretty pigmented, and it doesn't seem to be like, you know, like the more I blend, it doesn't seem to be fading away. It seems to be staying true to the pan shade. There is quite a bit of kick up, though. I keep having to blow it away because I'm kind of worried about mixing the colors. Like if the green gets into the purple down below or something. Alright, now I think I'm going to go into this darkerish green over here. Down in the corner, it's called E1. And I'm going to kind of go in with a different brush and try to pack that kind of like in the crease. Oops, I made a boo-boo. Well, I was going to try to pack into the crease, but, you know, I kind of got it a little higher up than I wanted. That's okay. I really don't know how this look is going to turn out. I don't play with colors much at all, so this is all pretty new to me. Like I said, trying to challenge myself. There's a ton of kick up, guys. I will say that. Alright, so there's not really a darker green shade, so I don't know. I don't know if I just want to deepen the corners up with another color, but let me do some swatches because I'm afraid I'm going to go into a shade and it's not going to look, oh, see this shade? I'm glad I didn't go in with that shade. That shade's like purple. What are you? Are you, oh gosh. I may not end up deepening the corners. Would it be cheating if I dipped into a different palette? I feel like that would be. Because I want like a deep brown shade like this. I don't know. I feel like I should just stick with what the palette has. So I'm not going to reach into a different palette, but I don't really know what to do about deepening up the corners. Should I just go for it and hopefully it doesn't turn out horrible? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for it. Alright, so I think I'm going to dip into E2 over here. I hope this doesn't like ruin the look. I like deepening up corners. That's what I like, so I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to, hopefully this doesn't ruin the look. Okay, that's not looking too shabby. Does anybody else have a problem with closing one eye? Like, I can close this one just fine, but when it comes to this one, it gets all like creasy and I'm struggling. It's like the weirdest thing. I'm like, come on, cooperate with me, please. Work for me. So then most of the time I just keep my eye open, but then I feel like this eye always turns out a little different than this eye. I'm getting like poison ivy feels. I wasn't intending on that, but I feel like I'm doing cosplay for poison ivy. Alright, so yeah, that looks a lot better than I thought it was going to turn out. I was really worried that this was going to ruin the look, but actually I don't think it looks too shabby. So, shimmer shades. What do I want to do for shimmer shades? Can't even say it. Shimmer shades. Well, I definitely think I want to go into this green over here, C5, but I'm not sure if that's the only shimmer shade I'm going to go into. Wow, that's like really, really pretty. So here goes nothing. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's really, really pretty. Alright, and then I think I'm going to go into one more shimmer shade. I'm going to go into C1 right there. It's kind of like a goldish, yellowishy kind of shade is what it looks like to me. And I'm going to place that like in the inner corner. Now I'm just going to go back in with a smaller brush and kind of deepen up the corners just a little bit more. I feel like when I add shimmer, it always kind of like makes the deeper side kind of dull looking, not so dark. Alright, so I think that's all I'm going to do for the top. Now I'm going to work the bottom lash line. I'm just going to go in with a small brush and kind of blend out the mattes that I did in the beginning, going in with that lighter kind of yellow shade. Kind of blend that out a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with the green over here, A4. Do the same thing. And then go into E1 over here. Again, doing the exact same thing. Keeping it pretty simple. And then with a flat, brush, I'm going to dip into E2 and kind of tight line with that shade. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for the eye look. I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I'll be back to tell you guys my final thoughts on the palette. Alright, so I'm back and I finished up the rest of my makeup, got my mascara and eyeliner on, put a little bit of lip balm on. So my final thoughts on the palette. I'm pretty happy with it. It's definitely pretty good quality. I mean, I don't know, I like the look that I created, but like I said, this is way out of my comfort zone. You know me, I'm a neutral type of gal, so I really pushed myself to try out the colorful part of this palette because there are neutral shades in here. But like I said, I was trying to challenge myself today. But I think the quality is pretty good. I mean, I don't know, to be completely honest, I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's really good, but I know I got this palette for a discounted price off of BoxyCharm. I only paid $24 for this, which is a really good steal of a deal because this palette cost around $60. So the thing is, I'm really happy with this palette, but if I paid $60 for this, I don't know. I don't think it's anything spectacular. I don't think it's anything better than some of my other palettes that are, cheaper. But having said that, you do get a really good size palette. I mean, the mirror is, I'm blinding you guys. The mirror is really, really big. The packaging is really nice. So, I don't know. So maybe it is a decent price for what you're getting because, like I said, the packaging is really nice. You get a big size mirror. The quality is really good, and you do get quite a few colors. I personally wouldn't have paid $60 for this, but I am really glad that I got this at a discounted price. The shadows all performed really good. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm not saying this is not a good palette because I think it is. It's just that hefty $60 price tag on it. Everything blended out really well. Everything's really pigmented. I am pretty impressed with the pigmentation of the really bright shades. Like this yellow was really bright and stayed bright. This green stayed really bright. So maybe, okay, I'm not very familiar with colorful palettes, so maybe this is technically really, really good quality. I mean, considering the fact that everything blended out really well, everything was really pigmented, nothing faded, even though I blended for a little bit, nothing lost its color. So I'm pretty impressed with this palette. And like I said, I don't think I would have paid $60 for this just because that's not how I do things. I'm a cheapo, so if I find something discounted, I'm going to pick it up. But I am pretty happy with the look that I created. It's definitely out of my comfort zone, like I've said several times already. Sorry if I sound like a broken record. But this look is definitely out of my comfort zone. I am pretty happy with it. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? How did I do? But let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see another tutorial on this palette here. I'm definitely kind of looking at these orange shades. Like this bright orange over here. I kind of want to dip into that next maybe. I may just play with this on my own time. But yeah. That is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up because that really does help out my channel. And let me know down in the comments what you thought of the look that I came up with today. Do you guys have this palette? Have you tried this palette? Let me know down in the comments. I love chatting with you guys down there. And also let me know if you want another tutorial using this palette. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!